Hello everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming. Welcome everyone. Tonight we will present you the grand final of the Final Fantasy V Career Day Tournament. I will be joined by Z-Man, I'm Rammstein, and today, the grand final between FrancoiseHarpie and Garlyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yesterday, Garlyle won the first round, forcing FH into a bracket reset for the grand final. So this is the very, very last possible match, the grand final. Starting with the bard. Whoa, well, that's interesting. So we basically have one half of the fast setup for the final boss already. But, we have to get there first, and bard isn't really a good job for the start of the seed. Mix is definitely useful. You want that as soon as possible. Not only can it ease setup for the final boss, but it's also useful through all the seed with useful mixes. Like if you have a boss vulnerable to instant death and you don't have any other way to do it, you can use a death potion if you can farm Dark Matters. Definitely useful. Also, we have False Page on World 1 and Moogle Waterway. I believe it was Pass Through the Void?
Yep, that is the Moogle Waterway on the path to the Void, and I missed, what was the Surgate hint, Rom?
False Page World 1.
And the other nice thing about having like the mixability and the Dancer Crystal, not Dancer, Hunter Crystal so early, is those two things generally cost 10,000 gold pieces as you progress through the seed if you can find it in a shop. So saving that 20k gold is really nice.
And White Mage Crystal, that's gonna be useful.
Yeah, that's huge in Moor or Mua, however you choose to say. Oh, Assassin Dagger also. That's wow, loaded Moor village here.
So Harpie isn't going to reset. He didn't save before, but normally that's a spot you want to save scum because there are two items there. You can pick only one. In the vanilla game, it's the Brave Blade and the Chicken Knife. But yeah, Assassin Dagger is fine, especially if you have the throw ability and you haven't seen a Minotaur yet.
And also in the shop in Moore was Cure 3. So not only do you have the White Mage Crystal, but you also have Life 2, which you found in Tycoon, and Cure 3, which Francois just bought. So, I mean, that White Mage is loaded.
Yeah, we basically have our main healer set up. I mean, you still need some MP to cast all those healing spells, but that's nice to have right now. Also, Pyramid Page World 1, like that's already 2 pages in World 1. We may expect to see required pyramid or required falls.
Of course, the dream scenario I would imagine for most of the viewers here would be that if we have a required fork tower, because yesterday we had the troll of Necrophobe at the Helicarnasso spot. So I think it would only be fitting for this particular grand final that maybe we have a required fork tower.
Yeah, Submarine at Fog Tower for required falls. Maybe. Anyway, with this kind of hint, you might want to stay in World 1 for now. Like, we don't really have a powerful enough setup to go into World 2, and we know there are many key items in World 1, so we might want to stay here. And of course, right when I say that, Garlyle is already starting his shopping in World 2.
Looks like Francois is setting up some abilities here. Looks like he's pretty much setting the Equip Spear ability on most. Makes sense. Equip Spear is probably the best one you got right now.
Well, it mainly depends if you have, weapons to equip. Like, if your only powerful weapon is a spear, you will equip spear. We are still kind of limited right now. Like, we have the hunter, but do we have a powerful bow? And do we have any powerful weapon, actually?
Most powerful weapon we've seen is a Flame Whip, which of course we can't really do anything with because we don't have a Beastmaster.
Flame Whip is the only thing that makes the trainer actually worth it, especially at the beginning of the game. Like, that's a really good starting weapon. But, yeah.
Yeah, but really the best thing the Flame Whip is for right now, 10,000 gold.
Exactly. Money.
And, money is certainly something that everybody needs early in the seed to kind of buy some of these wonderful weapons and armor that you're going to see, and all of the curative items, the mix items, tents, cabins, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, also mainly the magic abilities. Like, if you can find powerful spells, that's going to be more useful than weapons for now. And we have Craig Claw on Abductor's spot, so Garlyle instantly reset. If we can find some Dark Matters, that would be a really free boss to instant kill with Mix, actually. Like, even if we don't have the level to beat it legit, we could possibly, if we have first turn, we could instantly kill Craig Claw. And the Steamship Key Wall 3.
Yep.
That's interesting.
So far, we only have one Path to the Void hint. We know that the Moogle Waterway is Path to the Void, but otherwise, it's just a lot of specific... Oh, there we go. North Mountain holds Ifrit's Fire.
Yeah, that's... Well, it can be the World 1, Northern Mountain, or the World 3, Northern Mountain. And this fleet holds the anti-barrier. So that means we will need the Hear You Call.
All right, so let's see. What do we have here in Kuza? We have the Judgment Staff. We have the Genji Helm. So far, nothing great. White level 6, but we have a white
We
mage.
have the White Mage, yeah.
Quick time magic. That's probably useful, maybe. Angel Ring, Rune Axe. Oh boy, whole lot of nothing. Earth Hammer.
The Earth Hammer would be useful if we had the Berserker, like Thor Hammer, Earth Hammer. That would be useful if we could set up the Magic Underflow. Otherwise, yeah, the Mass Hammer is your only good weapon here.
The Holy Lance is a good pickup because we do have the equipped spear ability.
Oh, I did.
And that on X Death will be great. That'll do a ton of damage.
Yeah, and we can actually equip it right now, so that's going to be our main weapon for now, I believe. So yeah, Holy Lens and Masamune. Masamune is nice because it's a free cast spell and also ensures you get first turn. So if you can equip your katana, it's gonna be useful, but that Kuza Castle was kind of meh.
Yeah, I mean that Kuza Castle is great if you're looking for money, but as far as like useful things, it was really kind of disappointing.
Otherwise, we have Equip Ribbon in Heiyu Valley. Well, we don't have any ribbon right now, and oh, we have an Artemis Bow though. Artemis Bow is a good bow, and we have the Hunter. It's the most powerful bow, but a slightly less good critical rate stat than the Yoshi Bow. But we can equip it. Also, if we find a Berserker, we can now set up a Bowserker.
Which of course we know is wonderful sometimes. So question in chat, where are the encounters? We have them all turned off for this particular randomizer. You can turn them off or you can turn them on. So yeah, for the most part, we turn them off.
Yeah, it has become a setting. You can turn it on and off when you want, and when you turn it on, you have an encounter for each step, which is useful if you want to farm levels, drops. Like, you can easily farm dark matters with that.
Oh no, interesting strat here from Gar in the Hiryu Valley boss spot here. We have Golem, and the Requiem song is actually doing damage to the Bone Dragon and Zombie Dragon, so he will be able to take this spot out relatively easily.
Yes, since Requiem is an attack that hits all undead monsters, and this encounter has 2 undead monsters, that's going to be useful. The bot is actually going to be useful.
Hey, it does happen once in a while.
You might also be able to, save Golem and get a free copy of him, which will allow you to learn the summon Golem, which is nice, even if we don't have a summoner yet.
And we have FrancoiseHarpie checking out the Wind Shrine here. Let's see what we're going to have at the top. Garlyle takes care of the 2 things. We'll get his free summoner or Golem summon and see what item he gets here. FrancoiseHarpie finds the Dancer Crystal and Halicarnassus.
We have made kisses, I think. We bought some. So this fight should be relatively easy.
And I completely missed what the item Garlyle got was.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't miss any XP because you don't get XP for Golem fight. And it was an anti-magic bow, which is a really great find Yay!
I mean, it's not a terrible bow, maybe?
It does 0 damage, but I think it does silence. Might be good for some bosses situationally. Maybe the omniscient. I don't know, but otherwise that's a really bad bow to have. That's just free money. Oh well. FH also gets an anti-magic bow. Thanks.
Okay. Both key item, both critical items we found have both been anti-magic bows. There's another one.
Oh, there's Conjure. There's Conjure on the crystal shards. So we don't have any summoner, and we haven't really found any summon yet. So we have Golem, we have Phoenix in Kuza Castle. So if we find like Bahamut, Leviathan, or Odin, we can have free. We can summon them for free, and for sure, since we don't have any other like junk summon.
We did have Rama in the Wind Shrine. I do believe FrancoiseHarpie picked up. I don't know if he actually used the item, but I know that Rama was in the Wind Shrine.
Yeah. So if it's the item, you can choose to not learn it. If it's the summon, you don't have a choice. But yeah, if it's the item, just don't use it if you have Conjure. And it's a panda.
Always love to see a panda in these early spots because he is he's a bit of a pain the later in a seed he appears. So having him nice and early is a very good thing.
Well, he's going to one-shot you with his drains, so you want to kill him as quick as possible. Especially if he kills your hunter. And we don't have enough MP to cast life 2 times.
Well, as long as Francois. Oh, now we don't like the armor counter here. That's a bad counter to get.
I think there's going to be a reset here. Like, we can't really deal more damage, and we only have physical attacks for now. Yeah, no, today is the grand final. So since Garlyle came from loser bracket, FrancoiseHarpie only had 1 match to win to actually win the tournament, but he lost, so Garlyle caused what we call a bracket reset. So this here is the grand final. It's the last round, the final round. We will have a winner tonight, unless they actually somehow hand in a tie. That cannot happen, right?
I mean, I suppose anything is possible, maybe?
And yeah, so we reset out of Apenda, casting armor and only having physical attacks. We don't really have an alternative for that right now. Hey, actually, if we still had that flame wave, that would be useful against Apanda if we could equip it.
Yeah, that's true, because Apanda is weak to fire, but yeah, we don't have equip whip, nor do we have a trainer, so...
Yeah, so if we could have equipped Katana, we could also use the Masamune to ensure first turn and free hast, so we could hast our Hunter with the Artemis Bow, or the one with Equip Lens and Holy Lens. And apparently Garlyle got Slash. Slash is the Samurai's last ability, which basically instant kills all enemies on the field, but it's kind of slow to cast actually. But you're happy to get this at the start of the seed.
Although we do have Francois here using Fire 2 strats on a Panda because, as we mentioned, Fire 2, a Panda is weak to fire. So.
Yeah, our Panda actually has a special cutscene if you summon Ifrit, which causes him to confuse and then cast medicine.
And there we go.
Down. Yeah, aim with Assassin's Dagger. Does good damage.
Alright, so let's see if we get anything useful here off of the Torna Canal spot. We get...
A Lilith Rod.
Yay!
Hey, at least it's not an anti-magic bow.
At least, well, anti-magic bow I think sells for more than a Lilith Rod does.
Yeah, Lilith Rod is a good rod for, black mages, because it actually gives you magic points.
So now we have Francois going through the sunken ship here. Oh look, white level 1, how cute.
And Shot.
That's wonderful.
So Shot with Conjure is going to be useful if we found a boss vulnerable to break status.
Yeah, so that Conjure ability now is going to be quite useful because, we know that we'll get Golem at some, probably get Golem at some point once Francois does the Kiryu Valley. And Francois already has Shote, so that that ability is going to be fantastic early, hopefully. Oh look, there's a Berserker ability. Berserker strats, engage!
Yeah, that's the other Berserker. Normally you would get a Berserker with a bow, but you can also pick up a Hunter with Berserk ability. Really?
Ooh, another no experience spot here. We have the Antlion at the sunken ship here.
Yeah, I mean, at least it will be easy to kill, but you want some XP. Staying at low level for too long means you can't do high level bosses, which is
hi!
A tablet. Well, so you don't get any level, but hey, here's a tablet to get, useless items from the castle. That would have been nice if we had actually nice items in the castle, but that's not the case today.
Well, I suppose the Angel Ring is at least usable early game, right? I mean, it's a decent ring to equip and prevent some statuses. I mean,
I mean, getting the tablet itself for Void Access is nice, but, at least there's a Yoshi bow now, which is a really good bow. That's something you want for its crit rate.
Yeah, between Artemis's bow and the Yoichi bow, I think we definitely have some decent weapons now for, to go 2 hunter strats. Put one with the Artemis, put one with the Yoichi bow, and you just go to town on some of these early game spots. Ooh, and the jump ability, that could be big with that Holy Lance.
Yes. Alright, so Catapult has the Rolls Tower key.
So we've seen 8 hints so far, and only one of them has told us anything about the path to the void. We know that the waterway is the path to the void. Well, I suppose these fleet being the anti-barrier. All right, fine. 2 of the 8 hints we've gotten have been path to the void hints.
Yeah, I mean, getting a direct hint about anti-barrier, that would be a bummer if we get a path to the void which actually leads to the anti-barrier, you know. We don't like double hints at all.
Archaeoavis, pretty free here. Might kill a character or two, but for the most part, just fine. Well, Farron, to answer your comment in chat, then I'm hoping you were watching the race yesterday when Necrophobe was at the Holocanarsis spot, which was quite the barrier to both of our runners yesterday.
Yeah. You
have the nice voiceover here from King Tycoon on the Archaeoavis spot here, and bye, bird.
He's gone. That's a lot of levels. Well, that's the first time you actually level up, so yeah. Also, yeah, Garlyle has the Mystic Knight and the False Page now. He has the False Page. So Garlyle has a Mystic Knight and Break Blade. That's going to be useful for all bosses vulnerable to break status. We can use Shot. We can also use Break Blade. That's nice. That's a nice pool of instant kill alternatives.
We're going to check out what's at the Shiva spot here in the Walls Castle. Let's see what we got here. We have Titan. Ooh. That ain't
10%. So if we can't cast Float, Titan is basically impossible to kill right now, because he will end up after you kill him, he will cast Earthshaker, and at this level and at this with those HP, you just can't survive. So nope, I'm out.
Yep, that's pretty much what that is. It's, because Earthshaker, pretty much no matter what spot you're in, Earthshaker will do between 300 and 500 damage, give or take. And yeah, that isn't gonna work at these levels.
So you would need over 500 HP or a way to cast Float.
All right, I think Garlyle's going to check Karnak here. We should get our first look at the Karnak hint.
Also, we already saw how Revivifies in a prayer shop. Here in Karnak there are Phoenix Downs and Antidotes, so we basically have all our mixed ingredients for the end game, to cast Life Force and Samson's Power.
Hey, here we go. X-Death's Castle is Path to the Void.
That's, okay. That's kinda, ironic.
Yeah, so that could be a whole bunch of different things, right? I mean, it could be a tablet in X-Death's Castle at one of the spots, or it could be a key item leading down a path. It could, it could be anything. Or as Fiery Blizzard says in chat, it could be the anti-barrier. Oh no, it can't be the anti-barrier. We know the anti-barrier didn't use the fleet.
It can be
the bracelet.
How you call it can be the hair you call in Gilgamesh one spot to get. Wait,
that's true.
No, because it's the anti-barrier, not the bracelet.
Oh, right.
Only the press. Like the anti-barrier cannot be behind Ex's castle. Bracelet can be behind Gilgamesh one spot.
Yeah. So, I mean, while a nice hint, it could mean a whole bunch of different things. So we'll have to see what's in Ex's castle. Oh, we have Apocalypse at one of the meteors here.
Yeah, sorry everyone, but we cannot teach Exploder to Apocalypse this time.
Okay, we have Garlyle here doing the catapult spot, which we know will be the Wolf's Tower key.
That's an interesting choice. Because we know it's the Wolf's Tower key. We don't have anything pointing to Wolf's Tower specifically, aside from the general World 1 hints. So going there already is an interesting choice. And FH finds the Adamantite.
And which meteor? This is the Karnak meteor, I think. Yep.
A liquid flame. So liquid flame on the catapult. Unfortunately, we cannot make use of any break setup. Liquid flame isn't vulnerable to break status. You can instantly kill it, except when he's in his hand form, but we don't need it. We can just do it.
And Garlyle does pick up the Wolf's Tower key. So 30 minutes in, we have an idea sort of what we're doing here. We do know that the second tablet is at the sunken ship. We know that. A hint says that the Moogle Waterway is Path to the Void. A hint says that Ex's Castle is Path to the Void. And a hint says that Disease's fleet has the anti-barrier. So we have an idea here what's going on. Just specifics, a little vague on those yet.
What we need right now is levels and equipment, so we can take on the, World 2 bosses. Because we can't really hunt for items other than World 1 currently. Like, you would want to go to Moogle Waterway right now. It's open, but you can't really kill the boss.
Yeah, unless it was insta-killable somehow, it would be quite difficult, because that has, about 8,000 HP, that spot, I think? And that's just not doable right now.
It has 5,000 HP.
Oh, and here's Go-Go!
The famous mimic. The trick to mimicking is to imitate. So, you have two choices. Either you wait for 3 minutes, or, if you can, you one-shot Go-Go. But you have to one-shot him. If you don't, he will get angry and we have the Berserker.
And we have the Pearl Burrows here at the Tycoon Meteor spot.
but we also have ice too, which is nice.
Okay, so there we go. So Ifrit's Fire is at the North Mountain. We know that from the hint, but because it wasn't here, we know that it's at the Bahamut spot.
Which requires the Mirage Radar. And another Yoshibo for FH.
All right, so we have Garlyle taking a dip into the Moogle waterway here. Let's see, what do we have that is Path to the Void?
Yeah, so we have 2 Yoshibos, Hunter, Berserk ability, but you know, we also have the Dancer with Equipped Spear and the Holy Lance. We can Spear Dance X-Death.
That's a good idea. Gilgamesh 1 here at the Moogle waterway. Certainly doable.
Alright, so each FH turn to get, you know, the coffee break. Unless he can one-shot Gogo, he also has Hunters, but does he have the setup to one-hit Gogo?
Waterway gives the Elder Branch.
Uh-oh. Oh. That's...
So, what this means is one of two things. It means that either we have something, either the bracelet or a tablet, here at the Moor Forest, or that means that we have to kill off Galoof, get Kryle, and that means Fork Tower is required. Now, of course, this could also lead to something else, lead to something else, lead to something else. But, you know, at least the Fork Tower play is possible.
Yeah, that's why Golada is going to check more forests right now. Just to make sure. I mean, there are some nice chests here. We have Mind Blast, for instance. That's a really good blue magic. We can't use it because we don't have blue magic, but that's nice to have. But also, just to make sure why the Elder Branch is required. Do we have to go to Fog Tower? Maybe yes, maybe not.
Right. I mean, if the key item we get here is a Zonk, then it pretty much guarantees that Fork Tower is required. But if this is something, then maybe that something is what leads to the tablet or bracelet.
Burning places is barren doesn't mean more forest isn't required. Because, you know, Kryle isn't a key item. Even if it's required to have Kryle, it's not a key item, so burning places don't have any key of value, only means they don't have required items. But you might still need Kryle.
Right. It's just a little quirk of the randomizer.
The only way to make sure Fog Tower is not required is to have a specific hint, which would be tower areas are barren.
Freda asks in chat, how was Kuza this time? Kuza was underwhelming, to probably put it best. It was quite underwhelming. Ooh, Magissa here. This is insta-killable.
Yes. So Magissa is not heavy, so you can instantly kill her. However, you have to do that quickly before she summons Forza. because Forza is heavy, and it can deal some damage. But apparently we can stun lock her with Love Song.
There we go. Now we have Garlyle trying the slash strats. Does not get it first try.
So we have two. All runners are going two opposite ways. FH is already checking the library. Oh, okay, calm down everyone, it's only for the third tablet. Sorry, but no fog tower yet. However, if the fourth tablet is in Fog Tower, that would be the biggest debated ever, because you have a key item on the forest. So you would think it's not required to do Fog Tower, but if it's still required, that would be a great debate.
Alright, so now we have Garlyle here going back to Castle Bell, trying to take out the Cray Claw.
Also, I think it was Shrine page for FH at the library.
At the Ifrit spot.
Yeah, so that's basically 3 pages in World 1 right now. Since both runners found the 4th page in the Meteor, we know that Pyramid page is also in World 1. So that's 3 pages in World 1.
I think we're starting to run out of places in World 1 that Pyramid page could be.
I just saw the character's name on Harpie's screen. I can't believe you really went with that. Alright, so if we have time for some trivia. So, FH's character's names makes Philippe Etchebest. It's the name of a famous chief in France. So basically, you know that Gordon Ramsay presents a well-known TV show called Kitchen Nightmare. Well, the French version is presented by Philippe Etchebest. So that's the reference for FH's character's name. Good job, FH. Good job.
Alright, we have Garlyle going up the Walls Tower here. And we have Francois taking on the Moor Forest, which we know is Magisa, and should be an easy peasy clear.
Alright, so Garlyle earlier went to the catapult and got his Walls Tower key early, so he's gonna capitalize on that and check the Walls Tower. That was a really easy key on the tower.
And just a strength suit at the top of the tower. Let's see if the crystals here give anything useful.
Yeah, but just the lack of key items kind of makes it meh, because you went out of your way to go check the catapult, which was hinted to a non-required item, and you went for the chain just to get no item. Like you got a ribbon, but that's all.
Oh, and he also picked up the shoat ability, which is nice
We
because
already
he
have shoot,
hadn't.
though.
I don't think he picked up shoat before. And now we have Garlyle checking out the Shiva spot.
I believe he has enough HP.
Hi, Titan. Bye, Titan.
Oh, Krail dies actually. And the pyramid page. So we have all pages that were hinted in World 1.
So the question is starting to become, where is that Hiryu's call? Because we know we need Hiryu's call in order to get to the Ziza fleet, which we know holds the anti-barrier. So where is that going to be?
Hey, at least we know it's not in World 3. So it cannot be behind the Ifrit's fire, and it cannot be on Fog Tower. I don't think FH did any check that requires the Elementite yet, because yes, he has the Elementite.
So yeah, it's kind of looking. I'm trying to think what we haven't seen in World 1 yet. We haven't seen the Lanka meteor. We haven't seen the Lanka ruins. So that's probably one of those 3 spots.
Adamantite was in Karnak Meteor, if I recall correctly.
Yep, Karnak meteor.
Yeah, Karnak Meteor, that was the Pyroballs fight.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure they both. No, that was Tycoon meteor. Tycoon meteor was the Puroboros. I don't remember what was at the Karnak meteor.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
All right, so now we're checking the Lanka media here. Let's see what we have here. Odin. It's another boss you'd like to see early?
Yeah, you can break Odin actually. So, if you can, well, you can also deal enough damage. Like this spot doesn't have much HP, but all of that for Wind Spear. It's not even Odin's spear. Like, come on, game, come on. Well, actually, this game doesn't have Odin's spear, right?
Pretty sure it doesn't. I don't think there is a Gunjir around. Or even anything that should be translated. I guess the closest thing would be the Holy Spear, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, apparently it's just the Heavy Spear.
Heavy Spear. Okay, there you go.
And Magus is dead on FH train, so we will see the tablet and with lost game feed. Did FH crash? Yeah, so that definitely looked like an error message, so it crashed just after killing Magisa. So, what happens when a ROM crashes exactly?
I don't know.
Because, you know, FH doesn't seem to... oh,
Well, let's see. That's not too terrible.
yeah, he saved just before the fight.
Yeah.
But I was afraid, like, if, you know, something gets corrupted and it cannot continue, that would have been really bad. But here, you lose a few minutes, that's bad, but at least you can continue, you don't lose too much time. You save just before the boss.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, you know, we had 15 minutes of run. Would have been really bad.
All right, and there's Garlyle picking up the second tablet, so our runners are pretty remarkably in step with each other at this point.
Yeah, they're close. The only difference is that FH did the meteor that holds the advantage first. Garlyle has done the chain, which ends with Walls Tower.
Carbuncle, a bit of a pain here at this spot. Not terrible, but can be broke with the break sword. Garlyle trying his best to, you know, revive as many people as he can before killing Carbuncle because he does want the experience in this spot.
So normally Carbuncle is heavy and is immune to instant death, but you just have to wait for Carbuncle's second phase and you can instant kill it easily. And that was just for quite a knife, so...
So unless I'm forgetting something, there's a pretty darn good chance that whatever's coming up is probably, it's either going to be the Here You Call or something that leads to the Here You Call, I think.
Or it can also be nothing and advantage was not required.
I'm trying to think what else we have left that we haven't seen. All right, because we know the submarine keys in World 2. So I wonder if that puts the submarine key in Extet's castle.
That would be highly probable. Also, yes, Steamship Key is in World 3.
Yeah, IB Karma kind of brings up the point that it really is starting to look more and more likely that the bracelet is going to be in the Gilgamesh 1 spot in Extet's castle.
I mean, it's either that or last tablet is in Extet's castle.
Yep, could be that too.
After all, we haven't seen many Paths to the Void. Oh, hello, Bahamut. So, as I was saying, we haven't seen many Paths to the Void hints. We have only seen 2, which are not in World 3. So it's entirely possible we hit Kermode Nexus Castle, which means World 3 will be completely unrequired.
I wonder what sword Garlyle's Mystic Knight has equipped that's doing 2100 damage. Yeah, this is annoying. See, Bahamut isn't terrible depending on the spot, but this is a relatively higher HP spot. This is certainly up in the 5 digits. I think it's like, what, 10, 12,000 here? Oh, there we go. Bahamut's dead.
That's the Archeo at this spot. It's 11,200 HP. So that was the Heriuko. So we now have access to this fleet, which will give us the anti-barrier. And the FH is just right behind. So yeah, we will have our next progression on Exodus Castle on Gilgamesh 1 spot.
And there's another chain here, Fiery Blizzard. It could be the sub-key to the Barrier Teller, as ID Karma just puts up.
It can also be the Big Witch Key for Gilgamesh 2.5. It could also be the Send One Bait. But yeah, it can be many chains, but ultimately it would probably end with the bracelet. Because otherwise, where can the bracelet be? We don't have many checks remaining, right?
I'm pretty sure that both of our runners last locationed the Here You Call. Like, Shoat here is not fun.
FH did not last location because it didn't do the catapult, which has the Warsaw key.
Oh, okay. So Garlyle then, last location did, I think. But this Shoat here is not fun in any way, shape, or form.
Garlyle missing the Shrine page indicates me is kept a Meteor 2, I think. Or was it
Shrine page was different.
It was library, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. All right, so they didn't last location it, but I think we've seen everything. I think.
We have seen everything.
Right.
We are last locationing.
Yes, we are the ones last locationing it.
And hey, the bot is actually being useful through the Wolf Seed, actually. Like,
yeah.
Actually carrying a Garlyle.
I mean, we kind of criticized it at the beginning, being like, it's not that useful. Well, it's turned out to be quite useful. I mean, it got Garlyle to ease the early golem kill, and now it's really paying off for him here at Shoat. Francois having a much easier time with Bahamut than Garlyle did, primarily because I don't think Bahamut used Maelstrom on Francois.
So, good thing we do have a stock of softs to counter Short's Demon Eye, but the Drain spell, actually it's hard. And Short is done.
There's the anti-barrier.
Alright, so here's time to play. What is on Gilgamesh 1's spot? What is in Excess Castle?
You know, I don't think we saw Stalker anywhere, did we, yesterday? So I'm going to say Stalker is somewhere in here.
I meant which item we will find there, like if it's directly the bracelet or you know, a key item chain. But yeah, we can also bet for the boss if you want.
I think this is going to be the straight-up bracelet, I think.
And it's almost vanilla. I mean, we already saw Gilgamesh 1, so here is Gilgamesh 3. So basically you have like 3 or 4 choices. It can be Sub-Key, Big Bridge Key, Sandworm Bait, or the bracelet directly. 4 possibilities.
We have Francois taking on Shote here now at the fleet spot.
That's a nice 666 HP there. Also, yeah, having a Gilgamesh fight on the Gilgamesh 1 spot, having Battle the Big Bridge playing, imagine if it gives the actual Big Bridge key. Okay, so suspense is over, and nope, that's just the plain old bracelet. No chain item.
So, we know that there are 2 other spots here that give key items. One of them is most probably the sub-key, the submarine key.
Yeah, so Access Castle being Pass to the Void means we could also have another key item there, aside from the bracelet.
Right. So, I mean, for all we know, that submarine key could be Path to the Void.
Hey.
Or another key item that we find in here. So really now, the location for Tablet 4 is pretty much wide open at this point.
Or imagine, it could just be the 4th tablet and city's over.
And what we set up another situation like yesterday where we had all 4 tablets and X-Death beaten like 120, and then we just have an absolute tank in one of the void spots.
I mean, we haven't seen Twintania, Necrophobia, Catastrophe. Yeah, it could quickly be ugly.
Leviathan we haven't seen. Stalker we haven't seen.
We did see Apocalypse.
Yes, we did see Apocalypse. Gold Hairpin. That's a nice pickup. If we get a good source of reliable magic. Ooh, ribbon pickup. That's I believe that's Garlyle's second ribbon.
Yeah, that's the second ribbon, but not really useful. I don't think Garlyle has picked up the dancer, and you don't really want to use equip ribbon. It takes one ability.
Bahamut we've seen.
Yeah, if we can farm some dark matters, since we do have a mass summoner, we could deal with necrophobia by getting Masamune's first turn and mixing a death potion, so we can quickly kill the barriers.
Oh, here's a nice free fight. At the carbuncle spot, Tyrannosaurus, goodbye.
And just for a stealth rob. Nope. I mean, it's free XP. Wait, didn't give you XP?
Alright, and here comes the next Gilgamesh spot. Let's see what this is going to be and what this... So this is probably the sub-key here.
Why though? It can also be melting, like we have access to all three. We also have Pyramid Page and Fog Tower. And welcome raiders from SpeedGaming Espanol.
Yeah, that's true. It could be the big bridge key. It could be. I'm trying to think what else, because we know that the submarine key is in World 2. I'm trying to think of the World 2 checks we haven't done, and in general, I think it's just the big bridge key, I think.
Yeah, so welcome the viewers from SpeedGaming Espanol. You are currently watching the grand final of the Final Fantasy V Card Day Randomizer Tournament between FrancoiseHarpie and Garlyle. That's the very last match of the tournament. The winner will be the tournament's winner, and that's it. Getting the Ice Brand on Kabukon's part and Ice Sword Magic is actually useful against Adamantine on Grateful Spot. Like that, it gives you the equipment to deal with it.
Timmy just being a complete pain right now, not falling to one of the slashes.
Yeah, Adamantine is actually vulnerable to instant death, but not to break status. So, Garlyle is trying to instantly kill it with Slash, but it doesn't succeed. Like, it's not a 100% chance. So, alternatively, it can kill it with the Ice Magic Blade, which does damage because Adamantine is weak to ice. That's 30,000 HP, so yeah, taking it down with only 2k hits is gonna take some time. But, well, if Slash doesn't proc, you don't have a choice.
It looks like Kryle's now starting to chip in a little. Oh, there it is. There's the Slash.
Finally! You know, that's probably when you only have one hit missing and Slash actually procs at the last turn. And you are right, that's sub key, so, well. X's castle was on the path to the void, but it had the bracelet at Gilgamesh 1, so don't really know if it was hinted or not. Like, we don't know if the hint was for the bracelet or not.
Right. It was hinted that the submarine key was in World 2, and the only check that is still not done in World 2 that we can or can't do would be the big bridge. So it was either here at the Gilgamesh upper spot here in Nexus Castle, or it'd be behind Big Bridge, which would have been elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, so we have access to Pyramid, Shrine, and even the Falls page with the Submarine Key. That's a lot of checks in World 3. Oh, did FH ROM crash twice?
I thought that this was a reset.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I'll have to look, but I thought it was a reset, maybe.
Because when you reset, you have a message like save, backup, etc. Since FH is using SNAP-K. But this time it looked like an actual error message. Just like earlier.
And as it said in chat, Timmy's a good candidate for a death potion. It does look like Francois is setting up for that, putting Nyx on one of his characters.
Do we have dark matter? We have one dark matter. And goodbye, Timmy.
So there we go. Francois and Garlyle will be in the X-Death fight at the same time.
Yeah, Garlyle kind of has an advantage here, since he entered the fight first. He could get his hast from the Masamune. Alright, so we're just all watching how the fight goes. Basically, just one wrong attack from Exdes could ruin everything, especially when starting the fight. So Exdes could be the run killer for one of our runners.
And yesterday, Francois had a tough time with X-Death, given that Francois did go into X-Death with relatively low levels and relatively low HP yesterday.
And yeah, that's a dynamo that hits really at the worst possible time. Like, Cryo with the Holy Lens, getting hit by dynamo and getting sent to back row.
Both of our runners here seem to be doing some pretty decent damage here to X-Death.
Yeah.
Garlyle probably slightly ahead time-wise, but not terribly far.
Yeah, so FH is counting on 2 hunters using X-Fight. With your Ishibos, that's a really good plan if you get crits. But Garlyle finishes XS first. Also, FH actually doesn't have any summon, like, he's not using Conjurers, so he's not getting Golem. That's rough for Xdeath. He is also not using the Masamune to get some health on his character. So basically he has no protection and no speed. So once he gets to Xdeath phase 2, where Xdeath gets 2 attacks per turn, that's gonna be rough.
Okay, so now Garlyle is on the hunt for tablet 4. Level 3 Flare, which is a method to kill Neo Xdeath.
And FH beats Xdeath first try. Both runners killed Xdeath first try. They're really close to each other. But now both are looking for the 4th tablet.
All right, Garlyle going immediately to the tool pass spot.
Yeah, getting our favorite friend Boko some screen time over here with the Chocobo's music.
Oh, and we have
FH decides to check, I believe...
This is going to Barrier Tower.
Yeah, using the newly acquired submarine that's in World 2, so it's for Biotower. I think FH aims to clean World 2 before going in World 3.
Marigine here at the Antlion spot.
Yeah, so we Marigine, but we don't have any Fire Blade. Like, we have Ice Blade, we have Sun Blade, we have Brick Blade, Mute Blade, but we don't have Fire Blade, which is Milzin's first weakness. So Conjure summons 1 random summon from all the ones you have for free. So since all runners only have Golem, it will always summon Golem for free. But if they get like lower levels summon, it will summon the lower level summon more often, rendering Conjure rather useless.
FrancoiseHarpie taking out the first monster in a box chest here in Barrier Tower. The last chest will also be a monster in a box. Marigine goes down.
And that was just a stealth robe. That's not Antlion. Garlyle is now trying to think about where to go. We kinda have choice now, and he chooses Sunken Wolf's Tower.
Interesting. This could be something.
Does Garlyle have anything against Wolf's Tower, because he rushed Catapult to get a Wolf's Tower key. He rushed Wolf's Tower, even though there was nothing hinting at it, and now he's rushing Sonic and Wolf's Tower in Wolf 3. What does he have against Wolf's Tower?
Ooh, Twintania up here at Barrier Tower. Oof.
So I don't think FH has equipped anything to instantly kill Twintania in its second phase. So yeah, that's a reset.
Yep. Insta reset there. Garlyle dealing with the Guardians here. The crystals, not a terrible fight here. You can slash the crystals.
Yeah, but you need slash to actually proc. And as we've seen in the previous fights, slash likes to fail. Also, the crystals fight is 4 enemies that are probably faster than you at this level, so yeah, that's hard to get to. On the other side, that's a quadruple Mind Blast from Twintania. So literally full party-wide paralysis with high damage. That's really not fun.
And here we go, charging up for Giga Flare.
And
but break should take care of Twintania, and down he goes.
Yeah, that was the plan. So Twintania loses all invulnerabilities once she reaches the Giga Flare stage. So you can just wait, survive, and instantly kill her once you have the Giga Flare message. So here FH just used the Black Magic Wreck, which could have failed actually. It could have failed.
Garlyle going for the crystals here again.
Tower had the Forged Sword. So yeah, you might be really happy with your shiny forged katana, but that's not what you want.
And Garlyle takes another reset.
Garlyle isn't the fastest character, but she has the Masami. So she has a guaranteed first turn, but she's not the fastest character in the party. She only has the first turn.
Ooh, and the gargoyle respawns.
Yeah, that's annoying. You have to be sure to kill both of them in the same turn, or else they just respawn. Although you can prevent that from happening if you berserk the surviving gargoyle.
Alright, there we go. We get the golem proc here.
Also be sure to remove the Holy Lens, because yeah, gargoyles absorb Holy.
Ooh, Slash only takes out one on the first try.
At least one is out. It reduces the pressure. That's another one. Another one bites the dust.
Boom, boom, boom. Another gargoyle goes down. Let's see if this X-Fight will take out the other one.
And that's a crit, so I think it does. And no, it doesn't.
Oh, still no.
Bruh. So close. But he actually has Berserk White Magic. He could just Berserk the gargoyles to prevent them from regenerating.
Alright, there's the first one. Now can you get the other one down? Nope.
Please use Berserk. You're losing so much time. Like, you're losing as much time as Garlyle not proccing slashes on the Guardians. But both runners are getting trolled by the game. They're both getting trolled by their respective bosses. Like, you see how many slashes. And oh, FH just used Berserk. He did it. So he's won. He's basically won the fight.
There we go.
Yeah. While Garlyle still gets trolled by the Guardians. Like, he has 2 slash users and he still doesn't, you know, can't get it. Like, imagine not being able to kill the Guardians before the time limit ends. Because you have a time limit here in Sunken Walls Tower. He still has like 3 minutes and a half remaining. Imagine not being able to kill the Guardian just because slash doesn't proc.
Meanwhile, while Gargyle is hoping for a slash proc here, we do have FrancoiseHarpie into the island shrine.
Yeah, getting the hidden chest. Flame Tongue and Iceman, so basically, literally the 2 elemental swords. We're not going to use them anyway, but that's funny. Alright, so only one Guardian remaining, so now Garlyle is just going for, you know, just row attacks.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, this spot has 40,000 HP that is split up evenly between the 4 crystals, so each crystal should have right about 10,000 K experience, which is certainly doable in this time frame.
And considering slash not proccing at all, well, it's just faster to concentrate on all attacks. And Carbuncle on FH side.
Yeah, so far, though, the chests in the island shrine here have been relatively non-impressive at all.
Yeah, aside from Carbuncle... Oh, okay, that's Commentator's Curse. We now have Blue Magic.
That blue is a very good thing, although I don't think we have White Wind or Big Guard.
We have Mind Blast.
We do have Mind Blast, which is good.
Yeah, we did learn Mind Blast, which is one of the most useful offensive blue magic. Also Galura. So Galura is not heavy, you can instantly kill it, but it's actually powerful. So getting a rush here means one character gets one shot.
Alright, Garlyle taking out the crystals here and gets
A full
moon.
Wolf's Tower was completely barren. Imagine rushing both states of Wolf's Tower without any hint, just for it to be completely barren.
Woof. All right, so now we have Garlyle going to do the barrier tower check. Francois doing a reset out of the Galura fight.
Yeah, FH has a party which doesn't use any instant kill attack. So Galura is actually rough because Galura hits hard. Like, yeah, White Mage is out already first turn, but he gets the bricks, the brick. And that was all for nothing.
History falls.
Yeah, so it's either Fog Tower, History Falls, or Pyramid, but that's the difference between our runners. Garlyle has Pyramid Page, but not Shrine Page. FH has Shrine Page, but not Pyramid Page. And now we know Shrine has nothing. So that may be an advantage for Garlyle if it's actually Pyramid Page. Because FH would have to get back to World 1 to get Pyramid Page in, I think, was it Flying Locker Rooms or was it
Pyramid
Mentor?
Page? The Shiva spot.
Oh, Shivas. So yeah, it was on Titan. Shiva's spot Titan.
And Chad also pointing out that we haven't checked the Odin spot yet either. So that would make some sense to check, because it's a relatively quick check, that one.
FH somehow staying in Shrine to open all the chests.
He's probably looking for stuff to help him take out the void a little bit more easily.
Something like, a Ragnarok or Freelancer or Samurai Guild-Toss.
Toss, yeah. Garlyle just waiting for the Giga Flare to charge, and then we'll take out Twintania.
And that's the Quad Mind Blast hitting hard. So what will FH do?
And there goes Twintania. Odin spot? Odin spot.
Yeah, Odin spot is directly open in Wall 3. That's an open check. It's really quick to do, so that's not a bad idea.
Garlyle going back in for something to buy. Oh, more Phoenix Downs. Yep.
FH hasn't done something with Tower. Yeah.
Belfarin asks, how many other rude fights do we have left? We've got a bunch. I mean, we have Necro out there, we have the Stalkers out there, we have Leviathan out there.
Minotaur.
Minotaur is not fun.
I haven't seen Throw, so we can't use the Assassin Dagger on Minotaur. That's going to be a harsh fight. Like, imagine if it's actually on Twin the spot. If we don't find Throw, that's going to be horrible, because it's going to hit really hard, and you cannot use any magic.
There are some really bad things that could hit in the void. Oh, here's Omni.
It's the Rug Seller. Hello there. Well, unfortunately, we have Mute Blade and Berserk, so... We also have Mute, but... So yeah, that's a reset. I think he's going to equip either Mute Blade or going for a Magic Team. No, he's going for Mute Blade.
Yep, definitely Mute Blade strats. And we have Garlyle going into History Falls.
Because contrary to Mute Magic, Mute Blade always hits. You could also try to go for Berserk, but that would mean the Omniscient will hit you with normal attacks, and he can actually hit hard. So you prefer to go for Mute Blade. Like, with Mute, the Omniscient will try to cast spells and will just fail to do so. That's better overall.
We have a Chimera Brain here, guarding History Falls. Should go down fairly quickly with the Break Blade now in place. Looks like we have Francois going for blue strats here.
The Summoner, so we can now actually summon Golem and Shoat, and maybe Phoenix if they pick it up in Koza Castle, but we are still lacking like Odin, Sildra, Leviathan, and Bahamut.
Yeah, I mean, the Summoner job is fantastic, but we don't have any good summons right now, except for Shoat and Golem.
An Elfcape is actually nice. I haven't seen many good accessories so far, and Elfcape is definitely nice to have. You get some good dodges with that. Time level 5 is also good. You can get a Hast 2 with that.
Yeah, that time level 5 is real nice. If they have, I don't know if we've seen Haste 2, but if they do, that's a fantastic pickup. Magic Sword level 5 is a really nice pickup because that enables you to do Break Blade on anybody. And down goes the Rug Wizard.
Yeah, thanks to the War Ring reflecting the Final Flare, and that's Mirage Radar. which means FH can go to Northern Mountain in Wall 3 to check Bahamut's spot, which will have the Ifrit's Fire, which will open the second library spot.
Yep, and it also opens up a whole bunch of shops that can have some really nice stuff in it.
Yes, and also 3 hints. 2 hints, sorry. It has 2 hints. We may have, first of all, we have Big God, but we may also have up next Pass to the Void. There's 2-handed, Black Mage, Mimic. That's some good abilities here.
Good shopping so far. We have Carlibos on the Mystery Falls spot here, the Leviathan spot.
Flying Local Runes. Great Trench.
Trench, there it is.
Okay, so Great Trench can only be a chain for the 4th tablet. We have our last chain, but we don't have a trench page.
Right, so that's going to be the thing. It's going to be, where's this trench page?
Yeah, FH getting the Mirage Radar is really powerful here, because he knows what he needs to have. He knows he's looking for the trench page. But now, where it is? It can be on Fog Tower. It can be in the library. It could be in Falls. It could be in Falls, and Garlyle would be in burn mode. Ironically, it can be anywhere. Oh, that's a Sage Staff. That's good to have. Oh yes, could actually be Steamship Kanaki safe too.
And there's Haste 2 for sale in the Mirage, in one of the Mirage shops. So this is nice shopping here in Mirage this seat for Francois. No Giltoss, no Samurai though. And there's our steamship key from Mystery Falls.
Actually, what was in Flying Lunkaroons? Because Garlyle did that, but I don't remember FH doing Flying Lunkaroons.
Flying Lanka Ruins. What was that? That was...
And the only difference between the two...
Hear You Call. That was the Hear You Call.
Oh, okay. He actually did it. Okay. It's my bad.
Yeah, I had to find it here on my notes. I'm like, okay, so this led to this. Where the heck? Oh, there it is. And we do have Francois going right to the Bahamut spot.
Yeah, FH is already thinking, I know what item is there. It might be a chain for that purpose. Garlyle is banking on the newly acquired steamship key, which we knew was in War 3. Both checks are equally as viable. We don't know which one it is. It can be either one.
Oh, Stalker at the Bahamut spot. This is rude.
Oof. So yeah, you're definitely going to put your big ward here. Not with the War Ring though. That War Ring is definitely not great to have. And on the other side, that's Leviathan. Leviathan is going to die really quickly because it's a low HP spot, and we're doing it at a high level, so that's definitely going to be fast. And
hey, look,
strength suit.
Another strength suit. All right, so let's see what our Castle Escape has.
Bahamut is 40,000 HP, so that's really rude to get Stalker here. Like, it's divided, I think, so it's 10k HP, but
Is it divided?
I think so. You can try to, target all 4 at once. It's not divided. Oh well. That's
Yeah.
That's 40k HP on a random target between 4 targets. That's rough.
It's 40,000 HP, and you're going to do maybe 2,000 to hit, maybe. So you're going to have to guess right 20 times, give or take.
Yeah.
This is a long fight.
If you don't have Sleep Sword, that's rough.
Freda, both of our runners are looking for Tablet 4. And the only hint that we have for Tablet 4 is that the trench is on the path to the void. So both of our runners are basically looking for the trench page. But the only person that has the trench hint is FrancoiseHarpie, who got the hint from the Mirage Town.
Yeah, basically Garlyle is looking for anything that would open a new chain. FH knows what items he needs. And we found Magic Lamp and Lamia's Tiara. So Magic Lamp is really an item you want to have the ending. And, well, Lamia's Tiara is good if you use a Dancer. And we say hello to Calophistory and we say goodbye to Calophistory. That's one annoying boss down, which we won't see in the void. And the steamship key was not required. All the whole chain was barren.
So Odin's spot, I think we still have yet to see. Garlyle has.
We saw Odin.
Oh, that's right. Garlyle has the pyramid page. Maybe he goes there next.
Odin is what gave the Mirage Radar.
Yeah, you're right. So the pyramid page we got from the Shiva spot, which Francois did not check. So maybe Garlyle does that after the Mirage Radar check.
Alright, and FH is changing his setup, so we won't be using the Yoshi Bow and X-Fight. He's going to use Slip Sword, and since he's equipping her knife, I believe he's going to use Blue Magic Arrow 3. Fog Tower would definitely be a gamble because you know your opponent is not going to go there unless a hint directly points to Fog Tower. Though Pyramid wouldn't be that much of a gamble. Alright, so Garlyle says hello to the Rock Seller. But he has Mute Sword, it's going to be quick as well.
And there we go. Mute Sword sticks, and now you can take care of Omniscient any way you see fit.
Alright, so FH setup is currently working. You put the stalkers to sleep, and once you get the real one, you just spam Iron 3, and you know he won't be changing spot because he's asleep.
Alright, so with that, Rammstein, this has been a blast, but I unfortunately have some real-life things to attend to, so the wonderful Freda is going to step in here and join you to finish out this seed. So, Freda, come on in, and I am going to step out. Rammstein, Freda, have fun finishing this out.
Well, thank you. Good evening to you, and thanks for helping me commentate this wonderful match. Thank you.
Thanks for covering, Xena. It's appreciated. Go take care of your stuff. And once again, I'm glad to be able to step in. How are you doing today, Rom?
I'm doing fine over here.
Good. So we got. Came in a little bit late, but I've been watching for the last hour and a half or so.
Yeah, so basically you know what both runners are looking for right now. So
Indeed.
yeah.
So we got Francois. Looks like I had to take another reset over to Stalker, which is a rough fight.
Yeah, that's
Meanwhile,
a reset.
Meanwhile, Garlyle got finished off Omni and is doing his own shopping now in Mirage.
Yeah, doing the same shopping as FH. He has access to Mirage. You look in all the shops, find interesting abilities like Big God, Black Mage Crystal, Two-Handed. Yeah, though he didn't play Iron 3. Unless he already has Iron 3. Like maybe since we saw Gilgamesh 3's fight.
Maybe.
Also, maybe they don't have Blue Magic.
I know they have a gold hairpin. I know he was definitely not thinking about skipping that black mage, but instead decided to pick up the magic. I don't think we've seen X magic though, have we?
I don't think so.
Is Garlyle missing blue magic too? Well, there's a wizard rod as well, which is nice. So you have some pretty strong black mages right now, even without X magic. Blue is an island shrine, it looks like, so...
Yeah, it was in Island. Which Garlyle doesn't have access to.
There's Knight. Useful if you happen to find something useful in, like, Pyramid, but...
So, yeah. For those who got just here, both runners are looking for the last tablet, and we got in Mirage Village the last wonderful hint that Trench is on the path to the Void, which can only be for the tablet. Like, so Great Trench either has the tablet or a key item leading to the tablet. So both runners are now looking for the trench page, which can be anywhere.
Yeah, we say anywhere, but there's really not too many places left that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Fork Tower, we haven't seen Pyramid.
Yeah, if it's Pyramid, Gerla has the advantage because it has the Pyramid page. But it can also be Fork Tower, and no runner wants to go there. FrancoiseHarpie went to Northern Mountain World 3 because we know the Ifrit's Fire is there, which opens the second spot in Library. So, yeah, any path can be viable here.
So it looks like Garlyle was thinking about where the what was on Flying Lanka for a second, but he probably just remembered it was the Hear You Call.
The Hear You Call, yeah, that Hear You Call was in Flying Lanka Runes. That's why Flying Lanka Runes was on the path to the void.
Yep. I don't think he picked up Ninja, which means he doesn't have Throw for...
No, both runners are missing the Ninja or the Throw ability.
The Ninja was actually available in the Mirage Village, but it sounds like neither of them actually picked it up.
Yeah, neither picked it up actually.
I think it's about time to settle in for a long fight from both sides, though. So I don't think either of them have Sleep.
Yeah,
Sleep Sword, at least.
They have Sleep Sword.
Do they have Sleep Sword?
Yeah, FH is actually using Sleep Sword right now.
Is he?
Like, yeah.
I'm paying attention. Yep, so he is. Fair point.
And I'm pretty sure Garlyle also has Sleep Sword. Like, he has a lot of Spellblade abilities, and I'm pretty sure he has Sleep Sword. And that's a quick reset because I think he didn't pick the right ability, he just dissed it and it's that reset.
Yes, Sleep.
So
I don't think he actually has Sleep Sword. Because I remember looking at his list a while ago and he was missing Sleep. He had Mute but not Sleep.
oh, that would be excruciating to do Stalkers with both Sleep Sword. Unless he actually has Sleep, the spell Sleep.
He does have Black.
That's
Magic
not
Sleep.
Yeah, but Black Sleep is not 100%, so that would be excruciating.
Yeah. And also, it doesn't last as long.
It also consumes MP each time you cast it. Whereas with Spellblade, it cuts MP when you put the enchantment on your blade, but each attack doesn't consume MP. Alright, so as a reminder, 40k HP on bottom spot, so Stalker has 40k HP. And he's
Not
down!
anymore.
FH is the first one to pass Stalker.
Yep.
So he's going to head for the library right away.
Yep, he's gonna take the Ifrit's Fire that we know is already here from a hint. I know Garlyle actually won't take too long on this fight. He's already spamming 3,000 damage fires. So, Kara taking a death hurts.
So both runners have the same strat. Slip Sword, then using heavy spells like Ice 3 on FH side, Fire 3 on the Garlyle side. Wizard Warp really help through that. Hand Knife help if you're using Iron 3. And he actually has a Haste 2. That's going to be useful.
Yeah, he has Haste 2, which is really not good. Because he got the Time 5 magic from the History Falls, I believe.
Yeah, it was helpful. But I didn't see Haste 2 actually.
Haste 2 is in Mirage, actually. So you pick it up there.
Alright. Yes, FH beat Stalkers.
I think we're at the point where both of our players can get through most Void fights. Even Necrophobe should be doable, though.
I mean, at that point, if you find Necrophobe, you could just go farm some Dark Matters and use Death Potions.
Oh, Stalker made it to the point of its of its script where it automatically changes, unfortunately. After, I believe it's 7?
And let's ring Reptile, that's a really easy boss.
Yeah, Wing Raptor is gonna go down real fast here. With some air magic. Oh, there's the trench page.
FrancoiseHarpie is now in go mode.
Well, Schrodinger's go mode. We'll see what's that trench first, but yeah. Garlyle should be finishing with Stalker shortly, so he'll be pretty much all of Ifrit's behind, or the library behind.
So yes, sorry, but you're not going to see Fogtober in the final match. Sorry, but nope. Denied.
Okay, and there goes Stalker for Garlyle, while Harpie is heading into the trench. Let's see what we got at the gargoyle spot. Oh, just a Shiva.
That's going to be fast. Like, you can one-hit KO with the soldiers.
Doesn't have ice, or he only has ice 3 for magic here, so not picking up fire 3 in Mirage will actually hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
But break does a lot.
Like, Garlyle actually has fire 3, so he's most likely going to one-hit Shiva.
Yeah, he'll gain some time, though he's still definitely pretty far behind here. Especially with the extra menuing time here.
Like, the Garlyle fight is actually 10k HP. The HP is divided since it's Shiva's encounter, so yeah, file 3 is most likely going to one-hit Shiva.
Yeah. Shouldn't take too long for Harpie, though. Arrow 3 still does good damage.
So yeah, we've already seen Appenda, we've already seen Yalikanaso, Twintania. So the really hard boss remaining would be Catastrophe, and Necrophobe.
Yeah,
Minotaur. Minotaur.
Oh, Minotauros also is at large.
Yeah, if you didn't pick up the Ninja or the Throw command, you cannot use the Assassin's Dagger spatial script. So you cannot one-hit KO Minotaur, and if he is actually in the void, he's gonna hit hard.
Oh, Garlyle actually spending some extra time killing the Ifrit spot here. Doesn't take very long, but... does get a shrine page.
Yeah, but he's not going directly for the shrine page, he's not going to bait it. Though blue command is in shrine, that would be useful.
Kind of surprised Garlyle's still looting things at this point, especially in a low tier location like this. Maybe he's still looking for that sleep sword, even though Stalker's already dead, so it's not really useful at this point.
Or maybe he's just looking for something to sell for money, like already preparing for Giltos strat.
He has so much money already, like, even buying stuff in Mirage, I think he had over 150k.
On FH side though, getting a free Dark Matter is nice.
Yeah, now we have Death Potion available again. There's Fire 3 Sword. Have we seen a panda yet?
We've seen a panda.
Yeah,
it was
okay.
quite early, but we haven't seen
Yeah.
Biblos.
Okay, so still could be useful for Biblos. And we've already seen Shiva, so those are the 3 fights that Fire Sword is most useful for. And Marigine.
I think we haven't seen Siren yet, and 5-3 could be useful for Siren.
True. I think that's only the second phase, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only for the second phase, but since Siren is
We
not
have-
heavy, you
yeah.
would need to use an instant break or just using 5-3 sword.
Yeah, Slash should work fine for that.
Considering how much Slash has not worked, I doubt you
Fair.
want to use Slash. Like you would go for break spare. You would go for break blade more likely.
Okay, Harpy heading to the fight, and is Gilgamesh 4. Without access to Golem, this is a little bit... Oh, never mind, he is Golem. He is Souther now.
And
Or,
since we haven't
Solid
seen Necrophobe, that means if we see Necrophobe later, we will have Gilgamesh's cutscene in the fight.
Yep. I think they should be able to finish this fight before it gets there, though. Spot has a decent amount of hit points, but not a ton.
That's 40,000 HP. Okay, to be precise, it's 39 and 999 HP. But yeah, 40k HP.
Because divided by 3, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a lot, but it's not undoable. Looks like Garlyle is starting to skip some chests here. We'll see if he skips the shops. Probably not. Does get the dark matter though. Oh, summon level 4 was right there. That might be where RP got the thing.
Yeah, Garlyle has the summon
checking.
already, and he's going to. Yeah, Garlyle is taking the hints, even though he has all the hints he needs. So yeah, we are glad to learn that more forest was on the path to the void.
How
We
exciting.
acquired all the branch early, and we already took the tablet that was there. Thanks, Trench. Thanks a lot.
Hey, don't diss on the trench. It's giving you your 4th tablet.
True. But you know, you could just rush for the tablet because you know it's there. You didn't need to get the hints actually.
Yep. Okay, so Garlyle has caught up to the fight that RP is on, though it is a bit of a long one, so... It looks like RP is just waiting for the cinematics, so we will have the help of Gilgamesh versus Necrophobe, for better or worse.
Yeah. I mean, once you have the Gilgamesh morphing time, you know you just cannot skip it, so you have to wait. And
Big
that's
bridge.
not the tablet! That's actually the big bridge key! The chain doesn't end there! It's
Goodness.
not over yet!
So it looks like Garlyle is going to go for this fight. He just slowed Gilgamesh. So if it comes to a late Necrophobe fight that isn't actually that difficult, or even a Necrophobe fight could be pretty shortly, Harpy could lose quite a bit of time here. However, if it's a harder Necrophobe fight, he stands to gain some. So, talking about Gilgamesh, I believe this is vanilla Gilgamesh too, isn't it?
And you're actually right. That's a vanilla Gilgamesh with 6,500 HP.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's going to come down really fast. And we've seen all Gilgamesh spawns today.
We have. That is the last one we haven't seen. We aren't into the void yet. Okay, so there goes Gilgamesh 2 for Harpie, and there is the 4th tablet.
That's it, that's go mode for FH. So the hint that Garlyle saw in Trench, that was Mura Forest Path to Fall. Oh, did we see the big witch key? Oh.
Looks like Harpie is going to take a quick gander at the rest of this, which I haven't even seen, so... It's the first time someone's been here since I got here.
Kusa Castle was really, really sad today. Like, only the Masaune and the Hobgoblins were worth it.
I mean, Genji Helm, quick time magic, it's not bad. Oh, Garlyle taking down the Gilgamesh here. So gets the big bridge key, gonna head straight to the big bridge. Harpie finished that at about 2:09:45. So we'll see when Garlyle finishes. And see how far behind he is at that point, though there is much of the seed to go. And Garlyle might not stop for these items, because he's pretty good on money already. Yeah, that is true, both are definitely concerned about Necro. Yeah, Harpie has big guard, which is a good idea.
We have Nico Foban in a spot twice in a row, right?
I mean, yesterday it was on Halicarnassus instead. This time it'll actually be Trentania.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, and Garlyle has the 4th tablet at 2:12:30-ish, so about 2 minutes 45 behind. But Harpie has not made his way into the actual void yet. We'll see if Garlyle heads straight there or not. Yep, Garlyle's heading straight in, so Garlyle actually is the first one into the void here.
Oh.
But I imagine Harpie won't be too far behind. Picking up some consumables. I'll have Phoenix down.
He needed to do some shopping for some Phoenix down and Revivified, I think. Like the mixing setup.
Yeah, he need to sell things as well, I think.
But now that actually put him in disadvantage against Garlyle, who went there first.
Yep. Will be interesting to see if Garlyle finds a blue mage down here, since he does not have blue.
We also want to find something like Giltos or Samurai.
Yeah. Or Sildra or Bahamut would also be very useful, because Garlyle doesn't really have a good way of killing Bahamut or the Ned right now.
Like, we would like either Sildra or Legathan, so we can use elemental power with mix.
Yeah. Do we have Dragon Fangs? I don't know how many Dragon Fangs we've seen.
I I don't think we have dragon things, but if you need them, you can farm them on the Altir Royas, I think the name is, on the Rift Castle chain.
There's Giltos.
Well, never mind.
Okay, so net is now not an issue.
Yeah,
And there's Blue Mage. Wow.
No,
Those
okay,
are
we just
both.
freelancer or mimic, and that's just gold. Oh, and Sildra actually. Garlyle skipped Sildra.
Ooh, there is Sildra? Okay. That's honestly not useful at this point, but... Oh, well, there's a free fight.
I mean, FH doesn't have Summoner, I think, but he has Summon 4.
He has Summon 4,
And-
yeah.
Well, he has Summon 4, and he has a lot of, air knives. So we can actually set up Sildra, for the bosses.
Yep. Well, it looks like Garlyle got the break on the boss here. Yep, and now Harpie is casting it as well. So we are basically synced up now.
Yeah, Garlyle just has a few seconds lead.
Yeah, just a few. Sage Staff isn't too helpful at this point.
Well, an Angel Wing is also not really helpful at this point.
Also true. Let's see what boss number 2 is here. Ooh, the triplets.
Oh, the triplets.
Break Sword. Requiem is actually helpful here. I don't know if he has Sing up anymore, but...
So that's 22,200 HP divided by 3, but you have to kill all 3 in the same turn, or else you get Delta attack. So yeah, slash is going to be a bad idea, because if you slash only 1 or 2 of them and leave the 3rd one alone, you're in for Delta attack.
They're both dealing quite a bit of damage to Ansel and Garlyle here.
And that's where Sildra comes to use.
Yeah, Sildra doing good work for Harpie right now.
Yeah, Sildra with Air Knife will deal a decent amount of damage if he survives.
I don't know if...
That's gonna be hard.
Oh, not quite.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Slash is also doing almost nothing here.
I mean, even if it procs, it most likely procs only on 1 or 2 at first. So, Slash won't really do much.
Yeah, you have to find some AoE damage. I don't think they have Bolt 2 or Bolt 3, which unfortunately would be useful. They can use maybe Fire 3s or Ice 3s, and then just Break Sword the last one. Oh,
Well,
Giltos is also big here.
Well,
yes.
there was Sildra in the previous screen.
Yes. Sildra would also be useful here, I agree. However, Giltos is probably the best option.
But yeah, if you have money to spare, just kill toss panic button. Oh, tidal wave.
Tidal wave was rough.
Okay, so now Bart is alone. Can he survive?
Bone mail. Ooh, there goes the Guild Tosser.
Yeah, so that's a reset.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Looks like another reset for Harpie as well.
Alright, so both runners are literally in sync right now if they're having trouble with the same boss.
There's no delete button, unfortunately, like in FF4 for Garlyle. Fortunately, he left him with no hit points. These have very low defense, so even like just using a quick Guild Toss might just kill him right away. You might not. You really shouldn't have to buff up much here. I think the spot has less than 30,000 hit points, right?
I mean, you would just kill those from the start, but you need your Guild Tosser to survive. In Garlyle's previous attempt, his Guild Tosser just got killed.
He's still not using Guild Toss. You equipped it. Use it.
On the other hand,
Use the tidal wave.
if you have Dragon Fangs to spare, you would want to use Element of Power on FH screen to power up Sildra.
Oh,
And
there
it's-
goes on Harpie's side.
FH passed the Tritons. FH passed the triplets.
And there they go on Garlyle's side. Just needs one.
Yeah, save. Save! You don't want to go to the next boss, get killed, and have to do that all over again.
Or crash, even worse.
And you also don't want to misclick and use your warp shard right now.
So it looks like Garlyle's gonna head straight to isn't gonna save.
Oh, that's high risk. That's a risky play here.
There's definitely a couple bosses like Minotauros and Necrophobe that could be at the save point here, which we do not want to see.
And that's
Oh, just a
plant.
Hero plant. That's something you want to see.
Yeah, Helio Plant is not heavy, vulnerable to instant death. That's right, that's alright. And you can also just kill Toss.
I don't think Break works on them though, dude, does it?
I don't think... no, Break doesn't. But it's not heavy and you can instant death.
It doesn't have Slash equipped right now. Level 3 Flare does a lot though. It does some. Interestingly, here you plan is not weak to fire, even though you'd think it would be.
Yeah, it's a plant. And welcome Raiders from Serracano. Welcome to the grand final of Final Fantasy V Randomizer tournament.
Oh yeah, good point. The Deathclaw would work here.
Yeah, Deathclaw would work since Area Plant is not heavy. Garlyle has Deathclaw.
Does.
Using the Assassin's Dagger and hoping it procs could also work.
True.
you can
Well,
use
people are doing...
flare. Okay, and Garlyle is actually the first one to pass EU Flower.
Well, first one to kill the boss. Slither might finish the whole fight here.
I mean, well, he has Faris with Brick Blade. That's alright.
Okay, here goes the plan. So Garlyle is indeed the first one to get past Harpie, or get past here you planned.
And Harpie is
So
actually stuck with some spells that do like 100 damage. That's gotta be slow.
Yeah, Sildra not so good against this fight. I think he's strong against it. Looks like Mix is the plan now for the blue mage. This gives him access to, I believe he has at least one dark matter here. So, because he did kill the Ifrit spot, which was Soul Cannon, which drops a dark matter. So, and here's a Necro.
Okay,
This is not the worst spot.
like that's one spot close to yesterday's seed. Really, game? Really?
I mean, I'm not surprised.
He's back.
I think Giltoss is actually one of the best options here. He has plenty of money. He sells 170k. Using Giltoss's, really, that's your main source of killing things here. And just making sure you have defenses up. You're going to want to keep your Mystic Knight here, because that'll do a lot of the damage to the second phase.
I mean, yeah, you want your Magic Sword user keeping Magic Sword. You just want one mixed user to Death Potion the buyers. Like, with Mass Summon and Mix, you can get one out easily.
I mean, with Golem and Big Guard, I really don't think the second phase is the hard part of Necro here. I think it's the first phase, which Guild 2 doesn't help you with.
Yeah, because in Necropop, the buyers are going to reflect Flare and Holy. So what you want, since you cannot get Equip Katana and Mix on the same character, you would have one character with Mass Summoning. Casting has two. No, we don't have that mage either. That's tough.
Yeah, Garlyle's definitely hoping this splits evenly. If this last one hits Ferris, or really anyone but Lena, he's probably fine. He loses Lena. Oh, well, why did I say it? Sorry.
Commentator's curse.
I have no idea if Love Song works here, but let's find out.
Well, apparently it works. The bot being useful. The bot
useful yet again.
Yeah, and after the second turn, the barriers are going to reflect like tier 3 spells on party wide. That's actually better because they don't do much damage. That's better than Flare and Holy.
Looks like Break Strats is going to actually be the plan. Giltoss not doing enough damage to be worth it here.
Yeah, no, they're going back to Flare and Holy. That's gonna be rough for FH on this attack.
Yeah, I think this is a wipe for FH, and meanwhile Love Song doing a lot of work for Garlyle here. He's just now getting to the second phase.
That doesn't look like an actual reset from FH. I don't think the game is currently crashing yet again.
Well, he did save, so this won't be a long reset.
Okay, so that's like
the very
third time that just
yeah
crash.
It's very frustrating for sure.
The thing is, you don't care to crash on this game because you're near a safe point, but it looks like it takes a lot of time to actually reset, and you lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an emulator crash, not the game, but it's taking more time than it should, and you're losing time at a critical moment.
Okay, so Garlyle making his way through the first phase of this.
So yes, that was definitely a crash.
Yeah. So Garlyle has already pre-summoned a golem, so he should be fairly safe here. Level 3 Flare does hit Necrophobia, so there'll be some damage. It's fortunately non-elemental, which is a bad thing. And then getting an element 3 up for this as well is good, so should only take a few rounds of attacks from Ferris here.
OTR has a rule about emulator crashes, but like not emulator crashes, VC crashes, because the Wii VC has a history of randomly crashing. Hence why they have rules about it, because that's actual hardware, official hardware, and well, it's not about someone's setup, but it's not about the emulator. Wii VC is an official emulator that you cannot change the settings.
Okay, Garlyle taking down Necrophobe.
Garlyle taking a huge lead here.
Yeah,
So-
if Harpie gets stuck here for much longer, he's gonna probably feel really behind. But we haven't seen Minotauros yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen the other bosses. We have 2 bosses remaining, the one at Helicarnas's spot and the one at Tritania's spot. It's not over yet, but Garlyle just takes a huge lead here nonetheless. We don't have Ninja or Throw, but the Ninja is where was available to buy.
Does Garlyle have Ninja or Throw? I missed that. Okay. I was looking for it in his last menu, but... Okay, so Harpie took down the first phase of Necro here. If he can finish off Necro before...
Oh, that's a double one-hit KO. Oh no, not like
If he can survive the fight, I should say.
And
Oh no.
oh,
That's
That's-
not good.
okay, catastrophe. One spot from far from vanilla. That's a really rough boss chain here.
This one isn't too bad. They do have float, and I believe Garlyle also has wall. So Garlyle can just cast float and wall, or just big garden wall.
Harpie has a wall ring, so he can just, cast Big Warden with a wall. No, he can't. Oh, never mind. Yes, Big Ward. Does Big Ward gets reflected? I think so.
As long as he's able to get it wall off, He can also just continually recast float, which it looks like is going to be Garlyle's plan here. This will lock Catastrophe into continually using...
So yes, I hope you're happy, chat. I hope you're all happy to see this horrible void, like one of the worst boss chain possible for the grand final.
Chat is definitely happy, I would imagine, yes. Okay, Francois getting the first phase of Necro down again.
Yeah, second attempt at Necro's second phase.
Garlyle down to throwing fire rods, breaking fire rods on Catastrophe here. Unfortunately, his Black Mage, who's been doing a lot of heavy lifting, is stuck on float duty right now.
He is getting Big Ward and Golem. That should be good.
Yeah, Golem will help for a few rounds here. He doesn't need him too many rounds because Silver's doing about 7,000. And there we go with Gilgamesh.
Oh,
now, this
yeah,
is the
that's
problem
right.
with not killing Gilgamesh 4.
That's right. Here comes the time loss.
Because to sit through this entire set of animations, which takes quite a while.
I mean, Garlyle cannot capitalize on his lead as long as he's stuck on Catastrophe.
Yeah, this will take a while, but it's really safe.
So yeah, Drain Blade is going to take care of Catastrophe. You have more than 2,000 per hit. It's gonna take some time, but safely.
Oh, and also, as pointed out by our resident game expert Dryzelizer here, he can also be Mind Blasted. He is weak to Paralyze.
And we do have Mind Blast.
And yep, Garlyle definitely does have Mind Blast, or probably both, actually. I've seen lots of Mind Blasts between Twintania and Stalker.
Meanwhile, Gilgamesh's cutscene is not over yet. I mean, FH will also take the same amount of time against Catastrophe, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I believe Harpie does have float, so he'll be able to do this as well, but might have a little bit more offensive power. Lena not really doing anything is rough here.
I mean, if FH actually has float, he won't need to recast it every turn because he can just cast float, then it would cry with the war ring before starting the fight, and he can just go for every hit with all characters without worrying about recasting float.
Yep. Okay, so that is Necrophobe down on Harpie's side, and Garlyle just finishing Catastrophe, so about a one boss difference between the two runners now.
Garlyle still capitalizing on his lead. It's getting tighter and tighter for FH.
Garlyle just expecting Minotauros to be at little Twintania fight now. Just immediately equips through.
And FH is actually going for the extra chest. Oh, that's right. We still don't have the Mimic or the Freelancer.
True. Either of those could definitely be in some of these last chests here. Because right now we don't have a way to get Mix and Guild Toss at the same time, which can be a pain. So finding Samurai or Freelancer or Mimic would be a huge... Oh, here's Biblos. Fire 3.
Well,
shots him.
okay, that's a really nice Twintania Brass, and this is the decisive lead for Garlyle.
Yeah, Mana must be Fork or Pyramid.
And FH actually crashed again.
Oh no. Oh no, Fire 3 taking a death. He doesn't have White Manage.
I don't understand why FH is crashing that much, because he's using the same emulator as usual. So he's using SNES Navex RR.
Yeah. I
don't
noticed
know why.
yesterday he crashed once, but whatever the problem is, it seems to be getting worse.
Yeah. He didn't get any crashes prior to these matches. I don't understand why.
It's most likely a computer issue, that like some memory issue possibly. I don't know. But okay, Garlyle has finished Biblos.
Maybe he recently changed the setting for whatever reason, and that's tampering with it.
He also might have just reset to set up the wall ring plus float setup here. Oh, he's going to use quad reflect magic here as well. Interesting. Not as powerful as it is in some Final Fantasies, but it's still definitely better than single targeting. Especially in a fight, you know, you're not going to take damage in. Okay, Garlyle is set up. I did not actually see what he chose to set up with completely, but I would imagine some combination of mixes and guild tosses. He also might be waiting to set up until he finds...
And here's Bahamut.
And there's Bahamut, yeah.
It was all the way here. And running shows.
Running shoes are also really nice to have, really. So is Holy White Magic.
And Holy White Magic, so we don't have Freelancer or Mimic, unfortunately.
Yep. Holy not actually useful at this point, but would have been a while ago. Now they have Sage Stabs. He might have sold it though. Interesting. Going with... Is he not going with Guildhall strats here?
Well, he knows he can't equip both Guildos and Mix, so that means either the setup phase with Mix is going to be slower, or he's going to have less skill tosses. So I guess he just goes for multi-target spells like Bahamut or Sudra. No, he missed Sudra, so he's going for Bahamut.
I do see Mix and Guiltos coming out now, so... But he might be doing a hybrid as well, like... You can definitely throw Summoners in, or Magic in with those and go for it. So have your mixers with Bahamut ready to go, and...
Yeah, so you just don't lose. Yeah, so you don't lose damage with your mix user.
Yeah.
I don't think we have Hero Song for the Bard.
I don't think... Yeah, no Heroic Song. Unruly White Hole is not fun to deal with, but...
That's a white hole on a non-protected person.
Yeah. He has the tools to recover from this, though. Okay, so everyone has Life Shield. You don't have Golem up yet, though. Or sorry, now everyone has it. Do we have Summon on someone?
I don't think I've seen Summon 9. We found Summon 4 somewhere. Well, if Garlyle wanted a summoner, he has the summoner.
Yeah. I was mostly thinking for Golem here. I wasn't sure if he had the Golem set up. Okay, I think Life Shield's on everybody already.
Alright, so he's now setting up the battle level with Samson's power. Samson's power had 10 levels to your character. We are aiming to be like at least level 80, or just go beyond 100 if you want.
Yeah, I think he has the money to easily go into the 90s.
Yeah.
Probably even 99 and still have the okay.
We find the magic plant, and Garlyle has it, so we can use it to instantly kill one of the 4 targets in New X Death by using the magic land Odin.
Yeah. Garlyle also has the break sword, so we can insta-kill 2. At least get the Amagus out of the way, so if it does take a while to kill with only 1 or 2 Gil tosses, it won't be as dangerous. Unfortunately, his Gil tosser and his blue magic person is the same person, so having a secondary person using Mind Blast on the Grand Cross would be good to have as well. Unfortunately, Harpie did not get the Fire 3 magic sword at Mirage. I think it was at Mirage.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a longer fight for Biblos.
Yeah, that's basically lost at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately with only 1 mix, this is taking a bit of time, but it is very safe, and you have all the time in the world. Of course, unless your opponent's next to you.
FH should have Death Glow.
I think, yeah. He's trying to use Assassin's Daggers, it looks like. Or an Assassin Dagger. Couldn't you just throw an Assassin's Dagger? Ooh, it looks like Harpie reset.
Yeah, he reset.
Okay, so fortunately it's another reset for Harpie, while Garlyle is almost done pumping levels for the X-Death fight here. Okay, we're getting 7,000 damage, single target fires here. Looks like Garlyle is just going to go with Holy and probably just hit the back a few times with it, because it has the most hit points.
Yeah. Just so the next user wouldn't be, wasting turns in the second phase.
Yep. We have 9,999 damage Holies as well. Ooh, also got a Holy from X-Death. Tree shouldn't kill, but scary. Okay, that is Tree X-Death down from Garlyle, heading to final net fight. Butts just needs to last roughly 6 rounds here to finish off Neo X-Death.
So this is the last X-Death fight of the tournament.
Yeah, it really is. It's been a fun tournament for everyone.
It's been rather short. It was fun.
Well, we only had 16 people, so came around from the kind of not really. We barely got the 16 people, honestly, but
Yeah.
getting 16 people in here, everyone racing. Times have been coming down just so much over the course of this tournament, though. Like, the level of play has increased a ton. Like, when we were starting this, we were thinking like, oh man, races are going to be 3 to 4 hours on average, because that was what people were doing on average with these seeds. But over the course of the last month or two, or a couple months, it's just been down to the point of this seed we're having right now is almost 3 hours, and this is probably the longest restreamed race we've had in probably 3 or 4 weeks.
It was also fast because there was one match per week, one per week.
Yep.
So FH using that condemned strat has the last result, but alright. Garlyle is in the final boss, final phase. We've seen the last WHY of the tournament.
Why? Got some magic lamp action going on here. Got Bahamut being cast. Just seeing all sorts of things being used.
Yeah, you can say goodbye to all the summons. Bahamut, Leviathan. Oh, that's a delta attack?
Ooh, that's against butts too.
Yeah, the Gildos user. That's bad. Thanks, X-Death.
Well, X-Death says we aren't done quite yet. Get one last little twist in here.
Alright, so True Edge, that's going to one-shot one of the 4 Neo X-Death.
Yeah, the back one, which is not the Almagest one, so he's still gonna keep doing his thing. Or does it actually stop Almagest? Probably just stops the animation.
And the Break Sword to instantly kill the back row target.
Yeah. There's Almagest. Butts survives, though. Okay, this is slightly tight because now we have a issue of if it doesn't die soon, we'll have Grand Cross. Oh, I think that was the end of the fight though. Oh, nope, it wasn't.
Yeah, you don't
One
want
more.
to cross at the point. You
This
don't
should be the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Get
And
your
time.
GGs in chat. We an official final time of I don't have the official time up, so you can fill that in for me.
There are 2 hours, 54 minutes, and 53 seconds.
Yeah, and with that, Garlyle has officially won the final match of the grand finals, coming up through the losers bracket after losing round 2 to myself, actually, weirdly. Came up through the losers bracket, or the lower bracket, and beat everyone in his path, beat one of the tournament favorites, Karma, also admin. We'll get back to him. Getting through Harpie now in 2 rounds and takes the final victory in really a marathon of a grand finals the last 2 days. We had a over 2.5 hour seed yesterday and a nearly 3 hour seed today. So huge congratulations to Garlyle. What a performance.
Alright, it seems we have time for an interview, so maybe we can bring the runners in.
Yeah, and with that, we actually are joined by the launch 1.0 launch tournament champion, Garlyle. Congratulations.
Oh my god, that was the
GGs.
longest seed I've had in a long time.
That was, I wasn't thinking the seed was going to be as bad as it was until we got to that last tablet hunt.
Yeah.
It turned into quite the seed.
I
Um,
was fearing that. I was looking at my notes and I'm like, there's a big blank here. And we're hitting 3 and it's just, it's out there somewhere. Fiery asked in chat, from which height would I like to throw Karma off of? I will launch him off the planet. Give me a cap.
yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah.
He does tend to like to do that.
That was a really horrible seed. That's one of the most horrible boss chain in the void.
At least as an advantage of that horrendous key item hunt, I was really well leveled and was actually well equipped to deal with the stuff that was in there, but dang.
Yeah, you guys were actually, it was a great race. You guys were synced coming into the void. He finished Stalker, or he ended up going to Odin before you by a decent amount. So it was pretty much finishing the Stalker fight as you started it. And then made his way through, did the rest, but he stopped in the castle for a few items, or for the rest of the Kuza items, and then sold them for money because he was a little broke. And ended up being that you guys were in the void at the same time. Like he entered probably 30 seconds after you did, and by the time you got to the triplets, you were basically tied, and he actually finished a bit ahead of you there. But you went straight to the next fight and managed to take care of it a little bit quicker. And then on top of that, the other big difference was you ended up killing Gilgamesh 4 at Trench while he let the cutscene roll out. So while you were able to just straight kill Necrophobe at the Catastrophe spot, he had to wait for that entire cutscene to go off.
Yeah, when I saw that there, and I was like, in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, Necrophobia is probably in the void. I'm like, okay, I gotta push to actually get the kill here.
Also, I have a question about your routing. So, we have a hint about Catapult having the Walls Tower key. We don't have any hint pointing to Walls Tower, but you decide to go to Catapult early and then rush Walls Tower, which ends up not having anything. And then in Wall 3, when you're both looking for your last tablet, you instantly rush to Sunken Walls Tower only for it to not have anything. What do you have against Walls Tower? Why did you rush it?
I feel like it's a location that isn't normally terribly high priority. So it just kind of worked out that way. Catapult I hit up largely because I was like, you know what, I'm right here in the area and I'm going to have to do this to unlock another check later. I might as well now. And it just kind of worked out that, like, that puts me right next to Walls Tower anyway. So, yeah, there wasn't any, like, deep plan on there other than Sunken Waltz being like, well, I got the sub key out of, I think it was Exdeath's castle, and maybe the hint was actually pointing to the sub key. It kind of was, but not in Sunken Waltz Tower.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
then,
it
then I have a second question for you. So you're both in the void. You both struggle a little against the triplets on up in the spot. You both beat the triplets. FH goes back to save, but you don't and go straight for the next boss without saving. Why did you take that risk? I mean, you ended up getting rewarded for that, but why? Just why?
I felt fairly confident that if I had to fight them again, I would be, like, more ready to just guilt toss them and be done with it, as opposed to, like, thinking I could slash them and not have that really work out. Because apparently their magic evade is really high in that spot or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was mostly that, and I was looking at things and I'm like, okay, there's Minotaur and Necrophobia, and that's basically all I'm really all that scared of with my setup. I think I can just go. It was a dangerous decision to make, but at how late it was, I'm like, you know, I gotta start taking at least a little bit of risks here.
Yeah, it's a fair call. Like, I was low-key kind of like, just like, not like yelling, but like, just guilt toss him. Just guilt toss him.
Yeah,
You don't need to buff up that much.
I didn't want to, and then my brain was like, yeah, but I'm not going to be solely relying on guild toss anyway for Exdeath and yada yada. I never quite committed to things fast enough near the end of there.
It was a marathon of a seed. I can't blame you there. This was, yeah, you had so much money at one point. I think you had like 220k going into Mirage or something. Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that is the advantage to looting a lot of areas and then just finding a whole lot of junk you can't actually use this seed.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So how do you feel about, like, the, I guess the early run of the seed? I know Kuza was not really the best Kuza in the world.
It wasn't actually that bad. I was kind of hoping to find something a little bit more impactful, but enough pieces fell into place that I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable with what I've got, and hopefully I'll stumble into good stuff to finish the game later. And I kinda did. I got really lucky with that summoner find. Though, I don't know how much it necessarily made a difference, considering I didn't get Bahamut until the very end. But
yeah, it was. There actually, you skipped Sildra in the last Moor Forest void spot.
oh, okay.
So that might have been a little helpful, and we were thinking Harpie would use that to decent advantage, and he actually used that to kill the triplets instead of using Guild Toss. So
Yeah, I probably would have broken that open for triplets and probably Necrophobia too.
yeah, that's what I ended up doing for that as well. But it happens, and you managed to get through it with break strats. So, but either way, it was a really close race with how everything lined up. You guys were both killing Exdeath basically next to each other as well, despite very different routes of getting there.
Yeah, I had a feeling after around like the 2-hour mark, I'm like, you know what, this is kind of out of my hands at this point. Like, neither of us is going to have any clue where this is. It's probably going to come down to just how soon we find the thing, and apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, you definitely checked more. So you did get a lot of XP from it, especially with that Elementals fight or Crystals fight.
Yeah, that fight can go away, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't like
know,
dealing with them in any high HP spot.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we'll just slash them. They'll slash, right? Yeah? No? Oh, okay, I guess no. We also had the, I know coming out of XDeath, you had the pyramid page, and Harpy had the shrine page. He ended up cashing in the shrine page pretty early, while you did. Well, you actually never ended up even going to the pyramid, and did History Falls instead, as well as Underwater Walls, things like that. So,
yeah, I
interesting
was.
divergence.
I was kind of chasing that, like, the potential that the sub key was relevant as a clue. I was also considering Fork Tower in the back of my head that entire time. I was like,
You were not
be
the
on
only
brand
one.
to do it.
We were all just like, there is a tablet on more for us, but it is Path to the Void. So you never know what happens when you get there.
Yeah, you only had, you got the Elder Branch on the Path to the Void locations, but then you were the only one to see, but the Great Trench showed us more for this Path to the Void. Well, thanks, Trench.
Yeah, I mostly pick those just out of, like, I bet they'll give me nothing. But sometimes they might point me to, like, I don't think there was a potential split left in the path, but,
Yeah, I mean, you already knew that Trench was Path to the Void, so that you didn't need a new hint, but yeah.
You just gotta condemn on the back part of Neo X Death on Harpy's side.
I mean, Condemned doesn't miss, so, and it's not heavy, so it does work. Just 30 seconds is a long time in the Neo X Death fight.
We actually used Condemned on Biblos because, contrary to you, it didn't buy Fire 3 in Rage.
So one thing I do want to do before while Harpy is finishing here, before we get him in and go over this all some more, I do want to quickly shout out everyone who participated in this tournament and everyone who helped make this tournament run, everyone who was commentating, including really everyone in this call right now. And really, I can't verbosely say it well myself, so I'm just going to read what Karma put, who is the main organizer of this tournament. So, as he says, I don't think this will be our last tournament. We'll push for another at some point in the future, and I just wanted to take the time to thank the community as well, and all behind-the-scenes work. We have officially restreamed the entire tourney, 100%. It was definitely close a few times, but fortunately someone was always there to step up, and we all appreciate it, and are glad we were able to, because it was a lot of fun. And you guys all have our gratitude for stepping up. We also wanted to put a big thanks out to Game Boy F9 and Drosy for being our main representatives from Randomania and the SpeedGaming side, respectively. They also worked their butts off to make sure that we got restreams up for everything on the admin side, and we really appreciate both the Randomania and SpeedGaming communities for accepting this tournament with open arms and letting us be a part of their channels. It was a lot of fun.
And especially all matches restreamed. That's right.
Yep, every single match. It's unfortunate. Sounds like Randomania won't be around for too much longer, but once again we do appreciate them handling it and staying on with it and helping us out. It was a lot of fun. As well as I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the rest of the admins who helped make sure this kept running, including, of course, especially Karma and Windfox, IB Karma and Windfox 470, who were the primary impetus behind this tournament. As well as myself was part of the admin team, Classy Badger, Drosy and Game Boy, as well as Ms. Metroid, who was another big help from the SpeedGaming side to help us get set up with everything. So thank you to all of them, And once again, I want to say a big thank you to all of our commentators, trackers, and restreamers. Too many to point out, but completely. But I know, especially you, Rom, covered a lot of them. Garlyle, you yourself helped cover a lot of commentary shifts. Classy Badger helped cover a lot. Of course, Karma and Windfox. Ike here was big on the tracking side. I'm sure I'm missing a couple other people. Z-Man helped cover a lot, of course. Malcrios helped cover a lot. And as well as just everyone else that I forgot to mention, because me forgetting to mention you is more me, my brain being rough than me thinking any less of any help that you guys did. So once again, thank you all very much for helping out. And unfortunately, it looks like Harpie, to get back to the race at hand, unfortunately, Harpie did take a death to NeoX death and decided to forfeit.
At 1 second from the condemned proccing.
Oh no, was that the last one too? I
don't think it was the last one, but it might have saved him because that was the one that delivered the final blow.
That's
no.
very funny, you know.
That's rough. Oh, and Dreiselizer, of course. I can't forget Dreiselizer. Who's been watching and paying attention for the entire tournament. And was also, like I said, a resident encyclopedia. Because FF5, if nothing else, there is a lot of just kind of random game mechanics in this game, and there's a lot to it. Well, I don't want to hype up the Guildtoss spreadsheet. That's me. That just makes me look bad. But yeah, so do we know? I don't think. I think that was everything as far as thanking for the tournament. Oh, of course, thanks to the viewers for watching the tournament as well.
How could
like I
you
said, we've been
forget
seeing
the viewers? How could you forget the
I don't know.
audience?
I'm the worst.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching it, making this tournament what it is. Like, we couldn't hold this tournament without the chat always hoping for the worst, like for October, or worst boss chain in the void, or once you're in go mode, like it's your last part of the void, and you're like, oh please give me the tablet already. No, it's another item for bigger chain. Yeah, thank you to chat, thank you to viewers for making this tournament what it is.
Yeah, and while we don't have anything official to announce yet, this isn't planning to be our last tournament for FF5. I think if nothing else, we've been seeing some people pop in with more interest. And of course, anyone out there watching, if you're interested in this, we have a fairly active Discord that always ready to help people learn this game and learn more of it. It's a lot of fun. Really, the more you play it, the more fun it is, which is really the best part about randomizers in general. But so yeah, we are thinking of doing a 4-job fiesta style tournament. Like I said, nothing official yet, but that is something we are poking around the idea of running in sometime in a couple months here, once we've all kind of calmed down from this one, and coinciding with the usual 4-job fiesta shenanigans. So look forward to that. Pay attention to the Discord, but we will post information on that on both the main Career Day Discord as well as the tournament Discord. We do have links to both of those. I believe the SpeedGaming link is to the main Career Day Discord, but there is a link to the tournament Discord from there as well. So I think that about does it for me. Oh, and of course, as I am reminded last second, how can I forget the creators of the Career Day tournament for making all this possible in the first place? Cleartonic and Caeruleus were the co-creators of the randomizer, as well as the generator of it and all that stuff. And none of us would be here without that. I remember playing this at Limit Break a couple years ago, and chatting with Tonic about it there, and it was a lot of fun. And definitely something I've been trying to follow throughout the years. So I'm glad we made it to a 1.0 release and we're able to run this tournament. So, well, thank you very much, Tonic, for your hard work on the randomizer, which I know you love as well. I was listening to your comms yesterday, and I can tell that you love it. So, if you're watching, thank you. And yeah, that's the thing I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, with that, it doesn't look like we're going to, we're about ready to wrap up. Do you have any last thoughts about the seed, Garlyle?
No, just in general, though, I do want to encourage people, if things have looked like fun to you and you're like, this seems neat, but I don't know if I could do it. When I first jumped into a community race, I think I finished like an hour and a half behind everybody else because I just crashed and burned on Neo X Death. And now I've won the tournament. So trust me, this is something you can get into even if you don't think you can. Like, just pop in and come join us.
Yeah, agreed. I remember even as recently as a few months ago, I was complaining about the length of the void because of just lack of knowledge. So don't be like me. Just do the things and learn the game, and it's worth it in the long run. So thank you for that, Garlyle. And I think, Rammstein, if you want to take us out, wrap up this tournament for us, and send us on our way, go for it.
Well, what else can I say after all you said? Like, thanks everyone, thanks Calm and Windfolks for the tournament organization, thanks Electronic and Karil for the randomizer itself, thanks to the audience, thanks to Randomania and SpeedGaming for the restreams. We could get all matches in restreaming. That's something I've never seen in previous tournaments, and that's weird because I restream some tournament matches in French on other games where we can't get all matches restreamed, especially because some use a stupid Swiss round. Shots fired. So yeah, thanks everyone involved. That's been a great tournament. We've seen some great matches. Maybe, and I say maybe, if we could get like a best of this tournament in the next weeks, that would be great. So other than that, thank you all. Congratulations, Garlyle.